Hi guys. What do we have today? Here we have predictions for today's 6 NBA games. Let's get started. Toronto Raptors and Washington Wizards. This is the second game between those two teams in the last 2 days in Washington. The Raptors have won 8 of their last 11 games and have been in excellent form. The Wizards have won 6 of their previous 9 games and will be looking for their third consecutive victory today. The Raptors aren't playing well on the road. They have won 11 of their 30 road games this season while covering the spread 12 times. Recently, the Raptors have won 5 of their last 10 away games, covering the spread 3 times. On their home floor, the Wizards are performing okay. This season, they have won 15 of their previous 28 home games. Recently, the Wizards played pretty decent ball on their home court. They have won and covered the spread 3 times in their last 5 home games. Head-to-head, the Raptors won 6 of the last 7 games against the Wizards, which they have played in Washington, and won 13 of the past 16 overall. The Wizards won 2 days ago against the Raptors, and here they are in better form right now. The Raptors have struggled on the road this season, and it is hard to imagine that they will play better in this game than they did 2 days ago. I believe this game will be much more challenging for the Wizards than their previous one against the same opponent 2 days ago, but I expect them to win again. Play Wizards Washington +1. Detroit Pistons and Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pistons have been in a rut, having lost 9 of their past 10 games, and they will be trying to snap a 6-game losing streak tonight. The Cavaliers haven't been playing well lately, having lost 4 of their past 5 games, and they'll be looking for recovery today. The Pistons are one of the league's worst road teams. This season, they won only 7 of their 32 road games. They've lately lost 6 straight away games while covering the spread in 3 of those 6. This season the Cavaliers are one of the league's best at home. They won 26 of their 33 games at home. Lately, the Cavaliers have won 6 of their last 8 home games while covering the spread 5 times. Head-to-head, the Pistons covered the spread only once in the last 5 games against the Cavaliers, which they have played in Cleveland. This is a match between one of the league's worst road teams against one of the league's best home teams. The Pistons are not a good road team, having lost their past 6 games by an average of 11 points, but it seems like the new-looking Pistons are starting to turn things around recently. The Cavs are a fantastic home team, and I'm sure they will win, but this line looks too high. Play Detroit Pistons +16. Atlanta Hawks and Miami Heat. Both teams are on a back-to-back while the Hawks had to travel. The Hawks are in good form, having won 5 of their past 8 games. The Heat have been in a rut, having dropped 6 of their last 7 games, and they will be aiming to stop a 2-game skid tonight. Since the start of the season, the Hawks have played decently on the road. They have won 14 of their last 32 away games. The Hawks recently won 3 of their previous 7 road games and covered the spread in 4 of that 7. Since the beginning of the season, the Heat have been playing well at home. They had previously won 19 of their last 31 home games, but just 8 of those 31 had covered the spread. They've won 5 of their previous 8 home games, but just once have they covered the spread. Head-to-head, the Hawks lost 5 straight against the Heat, which they have played in Miami. This is the 3rd game between those two teams this season. In the previous 2 games, both teams won once at home. This season the Heat won 4 of their last 8 back-to-backs, while the Hawks won only 2 of their past 8 back-to-backs. The Heat weren't lucky in their game against the Knicks yesterday, but I don't think they'll need the luck to beat the Hawks tonight. Despite having 3 victories in the previous 4 games, the Hawks' playing was not good. Play Miami Heat -1.5. Houston Rockets and San Antonio Spurs. The Rockets are in dreadful form right now, having dropped 13 of their previous 15 games, and they'll be looking to snap an 11-game losing run tonight. The Spurs are seeking their 3rd consecutive victory in this game, showing they have recovered from their 16-game losing run. This season, the Rockets are one of the worst road teams in the league. Just 5 of their 32 away games were wins. The Rockets have recently lost 11 of their last 12 away games, covering the spread only twice. The Spurs play quite poorly at home. They have only won 10 of their 31 home games this season. The Spurs haven't played well in recent home games, either. They've won 2 of their previous 9 home games, covering the spread in 3 of those 9. Head-to-head, the Rockets covered the spread in only 2 of the last 7 games against the Spurs they have played in San Antonio. It's hard to trust any of those teams, but the Rockets have already dropped 11 straight games, while the Spurs have looked strong in their previous 2 games. They're trying for their 3rd win in a row, and I anticipate them continuing their hot streak in this one. Play San Antonio Spurs +2. Philadelphia 76ers and Milwaukee Bucks. After a run of 5 straight victories, the Sixers suddenly have 3 losses in the last 4 games, giving the impression that they are in a funk. The Bucks enter this game as the top team in the league, looking to extend their league best 16-game winning run. The Sixers are one of the league's best road teams. They won 16 of their 28 road games this season. They've recently played well on the road. They have won and covered the spread in 3 of the last 6 road games. The Bucks have been one of the league's top home teams from the start of the season. They won 27 of their 32 games at home. They recently won 11 straight home games, but just 6 of those 11 covered the spread. Head-to-head, the Sixers covered the spread only once in the last 5 games against the Bucks they have played in Milwaukee. The Bucks are in fantastic form and an excellent home team, but they have only covered the spread in 5 of their previous 9 wins at home. Everyone expects the Bucks to win easily here since they are pursuing the franchise record of 20 consecutive victories, but the Sixers are healthy and play well on the road. They won't give up easily here, I think. Play Philadelphia 76ers +6. Minnesota Timberwolves and Sacramento Kings. Since splitting their past 8 games, the Timberwolves have been in excellent form, and they will be going for a 3rd consecutive win here. The Kings are in great shape right now, having won 8 of their past 10 games, and they'll be going for their 6th consecutive victory in this game. The Timberwolves are not playing the best in road matches. They won only 13 of their 31 road games this season. Recently, they've won 5 of their previous 10 road games while covering the spread 6 times. The Kings have been a pretty good home team this season. They have won 19 of their last 31 home games. Recently, they have triumphed in 5 of their previous 8 home games but covered a spread only in 3 of that 8. Head-to-head, the Timberwolves covered the spread in 2 of the last 5 games against the Kings they have played in Sacramento. This season, the Timberwolves played pretty well in back-to-back matches since they won 6 of the last 10 back-to-backs. The Kings, like the Timberwolves, played 10 back-to-backs and won in 6 of them. In this match, the Timberwolves will need Anthony Edwards to be at his best after some poor showings against the Lakers in their last one. The Kings are in excellent form and just won a thrilling game against the Clippers. I expect this game to be very close, so I'll pick the Timberwolves to cover the spread. Play Minnesota Timberwolves +6. Guys, that's all. Thanks for joining us today. See you tomorrow.